Hello YouTube and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan. Once again bringing you my review for the sequel to Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, entitled Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. Now, this one starts off, obviously, Johnny Depp returning as Captain Jack Sparrow, Orlando Bloom as William Turner, and of course you have Keira Knightley as Elizabeth Swann returning. Now in this one, Jack Sparrow, at the end of the first one, spoilers, but Barbossa's dead. So Jack got he got the Black Pearl back, and now he's setting off to do his own adventures. Unfortunately, he hits a little bit of bumpy road, if you want to call it that, in the sea term, when he basically is paid by a visit from a person who works for a certain somebody who basically wants to collect the debt that Jack owes. And this pirate's name is Davy Jones, who basically gave, power to Jack to be able to control the Black Pearl. Now, Davy Jones, he's basically an immortal pirate ghost where he can only come back every 10 years, and he basically is, like the ruler of the seven seas in his own mind, and he has a weapon that's capable of destroying countless ships, destroying people, and basically helping him rule the seas. And it's not even a weapon per se, it's more of a creature known as the Kraken, and it's basically a giant octopus. Now, when I first saw this one, this tone of this movie was completely different from the first one. Yes, the first one looked more darker. It was dark, but this one took the cake, meaning making it more darker. I mean, when you first see Davy Jones, he's basically like a squid-type octopus guy. Excuse me. And he looked creepy. I mean, he scared the heck out of Jack, because apparently Jack had to pay him like 100 souls, and he gave him the black spot. Now, the black spot basically a spot in his hand that turns black, and that's basically meaning a pirate's death sentence. Basically, if he doesn't pay up, that Davy Jones is going to come after him and basically take his soul. So Jack decides he needs to basically sacrifice 100 souls, so he decides to basically recruit new people just so he can sacrifice them. But while all that's happening, Jack decides that, I'm going to have a new card up my sleeve. I'm going to try to look for a treasure chest. Now, in this treasure chest, there's nothing really valuable, nothing like jewelry or anything like gold or anything like that, but there is one thing very valuable that basically makes Davy Jones quake in his boots. It's basically his heart. See, in this, curse that he has, his heart is basically the life source, if you will, of his pirate ship, and if anybody can take the heart of Davy Jones and stab it, they'll be the new commander-in-chief of Davy Jones' ship, So that's what basically Jack and his team needed to go after. While that's all happening, you got a new bad guy who comes in basically, accusing Will and Elizabeth of treason and treaty, basically betraying, the law. Sorry, I couldn't say that word. Basically betraying the law by basically helping Jack escape in the first one. So basically their punishment is death unless Will can find Jack and bring back something that the British need. And it's basically Jack's compass. Apparently Jack's compass is magical, and every time he uses it, it basically points to his desires. It always points north, and north is always where he needs to go seek out a treasure or whatever it is that he needs to go, and it always points to him to the right direction. So basically the bad guy's name is Covenant Norrington, and he basically wants it so basically he can control the Flying Dutchman. Basically, that's the ship that the Davy Jones pilots. And then, you have all that. While that's happening, you have Davy Jones unleashing the Kraken and causing some havoc. Like I said, I really like this movie as well. This movie is just as fun as the first one. a little bit longer and a little bit slow in some parts. That's my negatives about it. I mean, obviously, I watched it like last week as well. I watched it a week ago, and like I said, the CG still outdated a little bit because Pirates 2 and 3 are a little bit outdated because with 1 because they're so old. I mean, they're not too old, but they're also not too brand new. But yeah, the little CGs are there. They're okay. Certain parts of the movie are a bit slow, but that's what can you do? And what else? Negative wise, that's pretty much it. Otherwise, it's another perfect Pirates movie for me. Not really a perfect movie. I think I'll grade this one lower than the other ones. But I still enjoy this movie for what it was because honestly, we got to see new characters, a new villain, who's pretty much more. He makes Captain Barbossa seem nice, and yeah, he really hates Jack. So at the end of this movie, spoiler for this movie, he basically sends the Kraken, like I said before, a big octopus thing to go after Jack's pirate ship, the Black Pearl, and take him. Take him to Davy Jones's locker, which is basically hell, if you put it in that kind of term for pirates. And he does, and everybody, Elizabeth, Will, his crew, they all escape. And at the end of it, they're like trying to figure out maybe we should go back and trying to find a way to get Jack back because he's not really dead per se. And they need somebody to rule, be a new captain for them. And then at the end of this movie, like I said, spoiler if you haven't seen it, Barbossa comes back. And when I first saw that, I was like, what? I was like, Barbossa's back, yes. He comes out of nowhere, and then that sets up 3. Like I said, great movie. Not exactly the best out of the Pirates movies, but I still enjoyed for what it was. Certain parts slow. The CG now today's date is a little outdated because of today. Because if you watch it now, it's not exactly like great groundbreaking CG. But yeah, I still enjoy it. So for this one, like I said, I'm gonna go a little bit lower out of the other one. So I'm gonna go 75% out of 100. Still like the movie a lot. I can still watch it. It's still a cool movie, but it's not exactly the highest out of my Pirates movies. Because I think I'll probably do that after I see the new one. I'll probably rank them all right now. But yeah, I still enjoy it for what it is. It's still a cool Pirates movie. It's not exactly better. I like the first one better than the second one. But yeah, so. Let me know what you guys thought about the movie, if you've seen it. And, do you think it's better than the sequel? Do you think this is better than the first one? Leave a comment below, let me know. Thank you very much, and have a good day.